team. We're still lining up our virtual internship projects, but this one project has already made such a splash with the overwhelming amount of support.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Debolina. So everybody, my name is Colin Magdamo, and just for a little bit of background context, I am a data scientist at Harvard Medical School, as well as some language processing tasks. So in a lot of the applied research that we've been doing in our group, we're very interested in predicting dementia, the stage and algorithms deployed in reality. So I've had a little bit of research experience, I've had a little bit of industry experience, and I think that projects like this alluded to, you really have to charter your own path to understand what is valuable in the data that we're collecting. And ultimately, if you're interested in working, et cetera, the end goal is to derive some kind of value out of information. And that's what we're going to be doing here. So they're going to be the lingua franca of how people are performing software engineering, whether you embrace them or reject them. So through experience, we'll be collecting structured data, and then we'll be combining that with the free text or unstructured representation of how individual.
Good morning, everybody. Nice to meet you all. A little bit of introduction for me. I'm Joy Bagalia. I recently graduated from NYU, and I've been working with STEM since this February. So today we'll be making a simple full stack application using AWS services. We'll be using AWS Lambda, API Gateway, and we'll be connecting that with the OpenAI's API. And then we'll be deploying our application on an S3 bucket. So to write this modules, you will have to actually package a module ourselves and then insert it into Lambda using layers. So there are two common ways to do it. You can either do it locally, then package the layer and upload it, or there's one other method that I personally like to use, and it is through something called Cloud Shell.
Semi-supervised learning, which is a combination of supervised and unsupervised, where you have few labeled data sets, few labeled data points, and you have a vast number of unlabeled data. Or which one is like the best classifier amongst these? So, does anyone want to answer? Basically, where the GPT basically, or a transformer model, and what they're sort of doing so differently comes in. So what they're doing differently is that they're basically using self-supervised learning, and they're using a vast amount of data. And they can do this because they don't require annotated data for training. So they can absolutely make use of any data on the internet. So they're models that basically scrape all Wikipedia pages, everything that's basically online, and they're training their models on trillions and trillions of data points.
So hi, everyone. My name is Anya. I am currently working as a research assistant in a kidney genomics lab. So I'm studying the genetics of kidney disease in children. Okay, so this loaded, and this outputs such things as like a volcano plot looking at differential gene expression with downregulated genes on the left and upregulated genes on the right in red. A table of the top differentially expressed genes, so the genes with the greatest difference in expression between the cancer tissues, cancer samples, and the normal tissues. And you can download this full table and stuff. But the purpose of this tool, like why we're showing you this, is that we will be essentially replicating this output, but in our own code, so that you can add more customization to your like filtering options and whatnot.
And certainly not adequate amount of places to flex the soft skills. So talk about showcasing, this project is the ultimate stage. So if you mention AI code assistance, you've already got people's attention. But as we all know, that attention can be fleeting. So it's when you demonstrate what you've achieved as a team that you will be able to really truly capture and hold that attention. So you want to participate in STEMaway Got Talent, this project is where you want to be. And while learning for its own sake is absolutely necessary, it is what should define you. That adrenaline rush from like what I call applause-oriented coding, the thrill of recognition, flexing your coding muscle, all these are vital for your STEM career. Because once you're confident, you can truly embrace the joy that is there in STEM.